Doctor Who, The Cloud Exiles, and other stories. The Cloud Exiles, from the Doctor Who Annual, 1967, read by Maureen O'Brien. The air was warm and fragrant, full of the gentle sounds of bees and birds. Doctor Who hesitated. This was the peace and beauty that only Earth, among all the wonderful planets he had visited, could offer. He was loath to leave it. But, steeling himself, he forced himself to step through the doors of the blue police telephone box. For he knew that he would never be content to vegetate, after having for so long experienced the hazardous but incomparable thrills of travel through space and time. On reaching the gleaming control panel of the ship, he operated the lever that closed the doors and then switched on the sight screen. The center panel rose and all the lights glittered. He made the settings that would take him out of the galaxy and many years away from the year 2067 on Earth. As he touched the master switch, the normal humming noise rose and rose in pitch until he could no longer hear it. TARDIS was off again on another journey in space and time. The grey nothingness of the trans-dimensional flux began to fade from the screen at last. What appeared in its place caused him to exclaim aloud in astonishment. All he could see was a green plain and white puffball clouds, a scene identical to the earthly one he had just left. What had happened? Had TARDIS not moved? Or had it merely moved in time, but remained on Earth? There was nothing for it but to seek the answers outside. 2, 3 steps he took beyond the door. Then he sank, gasping, to his knees. He fought for breath like a man in a vacuum. With a desperate effort, he regained TARDIS. As he lay resting, he chided himself for not testing the atmosphere of this strange new planet before he emerged. It was, of course, the sight of green fields and white clouds which had disarmed his normal caution. He made his way to his vast laboratory and storeroom for his atmospheric density jacket. Then, with the waistcoat-like apparatus strapped over his shoulders, he once more ventured outside his ship. What he had presumed to be green fields proved instead to be expanses of spongy substance which oozed moisture like moss beneath his feet. For the most part, the area of the planet immediately surrounding TARDIS was composed of gentle undulations of this spongeous grass. They were ringed by small hills of what could have been grey rock or even sand dunes. But what captured his attention and excited his keen scientific brain even more were the clouds. Now that he was outside, he could see that they were like no clouds he had seen on Earth. They seemed to be pulsing with an incandescent light, a phenomenon all the more striking against the background of a purple, almost black sky. "It's impossible," he argued aloud, a trifle sententiously, as if he were arguing a scientific point with a colleague. "Quite impossible for clouds to exist in this rarefied atmosphere. Naturally, there must be a simple explanation. Possibly some sort of gas rising up from cracks in the surface, It was then that he noticed movement among the clouds. The astonishing thing was that there was no breeze to account for it, and in any case, they were shifting in different directions. One large white cloud appeared to hang much lower than the others. As he walked towards it, he saw that he was right. It hung a mere few feet from the green surface. If he could just take a sample, he thought.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?